beautiful day outside, so I thought, let's do some DIY out here. Let me get my handy dandy apron on. This is a vase that I got from Goodwill for $6.99. It's the perfect size, the perfect shape for what I've been looking for, and as a bonus, it's super light. It's not real ceramic, which I actually like because I have little children and they like to pull stuff and knock stuff over, so I don't feel that scared if this one falls on their head because it's not like that heavy and that hard. So it's actually perfect. I'm gonna try this. It's called Drydex. I've seen my husband use it a lot of times on the walls, but I myself have never really used it, so I don't really know what to expect. But I've seen a lot of people on Instagram create some really cool stuff with it. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna wear gloves just because I'm extra like that. And I just painted my nails, so I don't really want to get that messed up. Okay, I mean, how do we even start? I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. I guess we should start by cleaning it. That's always a good step, right? Oh, remove all that. Now I've done this technique on like smaller things. Nothing this big and nothing of this texture. I honestly don't even know what this is. I mean, is it plastic? Probably. I don't know, actually. Is it wicker? Is it wicker plastic? Huh? Maybe. Is there such a thing? There is now. Okay. I can't really clean it because it's getting all feathery and whatever. It'll add to the texture, right? Okay. Okay. Let's just start. I mean, this is part of the fun of DIY. Just kind of going with it as, that doesn't make any sense. Learning as you go. Rolling with the punches. Seeing what happens. Okay. 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 Interesting. This is like almost like a putty. I'm not a fan of this like texture, so that's why I'm trying to cover it up. Okay, maybe we'll do a time lapse because it's going to take a while. Okay, I'm glad I wore gloves. I pretty much covered most everything, but yeah, it didn't really cover up the texture, so I'm gonna let this dry and then maybe add a second coat in places that I want it to be more covered up. I used like almost the entire canister of this, so I don't know if this is like the best way to do this. This is one of the smaller buckets. It was about like maybe 10 bucks. But yeah, we'll see. The cool thing about this is you know when it's dry because it'll change from pink to white. So we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so now we have it. It is all the way dry. It's very textured. I purposely left some of the ridges underneath. That is my son playing with the Ring doorbell. But anyways, I purposely left the ridges, some of the ridges showing through, just because, I don't know, I kind of liked it. So it's up to you. This is your artistic process. So, oh, no. No, thank you. Okay, so I got these two colors, Burnt Umber and Beachcomber Beige. That's pretty. You see that? It's hard to tell, but it really is like a brown. I was thinking like more of a black brown. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray paint the whole thing, and I'm gonna go back in with this for detailing. Okay, so I brought this out more where it can't be in the garage, out in the fresh air. Just put this, I originally just put it on top of the leaves, but then when I spray paint, that's just gonna get all uneven on the bottom. So got a piece of cardboard out, and here I'm using just Rust-Oleum black in the flat. So flat meaning matte. See, I couldn't see all of this texture really when it was all white, but after I spray painted it black, it definitely like popped more with the shadows. So that's why I'm just going over it, still leaving a lot of texture.
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm working on a little project, sweetheart.
Okay, Mama.
Okay. So now it's all painted. It's all even. I like the texture. There, you can kind of see it more in the light. But now I want to add a little bit more dimension and not have it just be black. So again, we're going to try this. Burnt Umber. Okay, so this is very, very subtle. I don't even know if you can see it, but yeah, very subtle. I'm just gonna go, not too much, just a little, just to give it some dimension. Okay. Now this is dry brushing. I didn't wet my brush before that. You need to start with a dry brush. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with, this is Beachcomber Beige.
Mama,
yeah.
It made a cake.
Here's my baking soda. It's just right here. Just dabbing my dry brush in there, dabbing it a little bit in the Beachcomber Beige, back and forth, just like so. Okay. Because you don't want this too wet. So delicately just going across. So I'm basically, as you can see here, it's really wet. There's no paint in here.
Mama,
This is where...
Do I cut where the line
Yes.
is?
This is where I've mixed it with baking soda and this Beachcomber Beige. I'm just pulling from this part. I'm not pulling from the wet part. This is already picking up enough pigment that I want.
I'm so excited.
Mm-hmm. And with a very light hand, I'm just brushing it over, just to bring out the texture a little bit. Just to bring out a little bit more dimension. If you go in with the wet and like no baking soda at all, it's just gonna be too heavy of a hand. This is more just like a dusting. And it's done. You can see there are some tones of that burnt umber that I lightly went over with a paintbrush, and I purposely left some of the original texture on there. So now you can leave it as is, or you can put some foliage in there. I like to get fresh stuff, seasonal stuff, just from around my yard. And there you have it, a high-end dupe, and it cost us dollars. Let me know what you think. As always, please like and subscribe.